guess we're all just little kids at heart. Came a long way from sipping spirits in the park. We're just DIY kids, we've always done it ourselves. Yeah, we stuck up in this gutter, but still running this world. It's like everybody else is trying to eat off our plates. Reel them in, keep them close till they reach for the bait. Then we snap and take it back because it's ours to take. And yeah, we made it all ourselves, so we deserve the break. And looking back, the teachers always said we'll go get us. We chase a dream because we've never really known better. We're broke as anything, but still just trying to make it work. They tried to tarnish our image, but we just wipe away the dirt. Cause everybody's trying to find a diamond in the rubble. While they're busy doing that, we're all grinding on a hustle. We came from the bottom and now we all ride big. And we done it all ourselves cause we're DIY kids. We're DIY KIDs. If you wanna be heard, come and say your piece. We're DIY KIDs. If you do it your way, come and take my lead. We're DIY KIDs. If you wanna be heard, come and say your piece. We're DIY KIDs. If you do it your way, come and take my lead. We wear hand-me-down clothes cause we're saving the peace. We put our money in our plans cause we wanna succeed. Never had a silver spoon, we've always done it without. And when they see us doing well, they start running their mouth. It's like rumors come and go, but people stay for life. Most do, but some people try to waste your time. Cause when you've come so damn far, they try to take your shine. That's why I keep my circle tight, it's just a state of mind. Me and my dream is coming straight out of Great Britain. The generation is just trying to make a great difference. We stay winning cause we stay driven. It's
Okay. I don't know what happened there, people. Can't lie to you. Man, I can't lie to your faces. So I won't lie to your faces. I'll tell you I don't know what go on. So we'll carry on. Yeah, nice one for coming back. What's going on, Paul? How you doing? What's going on, Josh? And thank you for coming back. Steve Hunky Punky. Yeah, just disappeared. Just disappeared just before I was trying Red Wafer. I feel like I was in the middle of one of my monologues, innit? Now my internet just decided to disconnect. It does it on occasion. Really winds me up. Really winds me up. I'm good fella. I am good fella. I am playing with some flavors, hopefully to use to launch my own range, because these are I will be the only person that can access these concentrates, at least for a limited time. To be fair, I haven't really found out too much about what that deal consists of. It's a limited time or whatever, but yeah, I mean, if I want them, then mine exclusively. And I thought, what better thing to do with some exclusive flavors than come up with recipes with them and release them, right? So this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm working on. Still very early doors, so there's nothing that's even mildly exciting yet. But I'm a very, very, very harsh critic of my own work when it comes to flavor development anyway. If I had more wafer concentrate, I would mix up another batch of wafer to single flavor test at about 15 or 16%, but I don't. But I've got it on my shopping list here, so I'll have a word with the old supplier and be like, yo, you got a bigger bottle of that wafer for a sample, mate? Because I might be onto something with it, you get me? But at the same time, I might be gassing, because what I'm about to test, so basically early doors, I got all the concentrates, I finger tested the wafer, I was like, ooh, that tastes nice, and then decided to mix it with a whole bunch of other things in the hopes that I get it right. Like, you know what I mean? You get that lucky strike on across the chin that just knocks out the opponent. Like, I thought that might be it for this, just the one and done recipe. But I tried it some time ago and decided it wasn't any good, because I've just found the recipe that I was looking for and it's in my scrapped folder. And things don't usually get in my scrapped folder until I scrap them. But I've made no notes on it. So it's had more of a steep now. We mixed it on the 27th of September. So it's had more of a steep. Maybe that's revived it, I don't know. Got a bit of that funk to it. It smells like it's got that funk to it. Do you know if anyone has developed flavor concentrate specifically for vaping? I think people did at one point, but with the current political state of vaping, I think even the ones that are specifically designed or they made them for vaping. Okay, there's a handful of brands now that sprang to mind. They made vape flavors, and then all the political nonsense kicked off with vaping, and the ones that then they just said that they're not vape flavors anymore, they're food flavors, because that would get them out of some political crap. But to be food flavors, they have to meet certain standards. So certain brands redeveloped their flavors to meet food standards. So if a few years ago you noticed that a concentrate you was using suddenly changed its flavor or its taste, then that's probably what happened. That to redevelop that flavor to meet food compliances. Because the likelihood of it is, when the vape tax comes in, well, this is in the UK at least anyway, when the vape tax comes in, even your concentrates that are specifically designed to be used in vape, or marketed at least as vape flavorings, they're going to be taxed as well. But if they're marketed as food flavorings, they won't be. Is how it's looking at the moment anyway. Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, no, we had a street ball full on mixology. I didn't like it. It was way too rich. Way too rich. But I'll be honest with you, that is a very good shout. I mean, I do have a caramel here. I do have a caramel here. The caramel and the coconut biscuit are just wasted in this recipe. So, I'll be honest with you, even the wafer's a bit lost. Is it the raspberry? Either the raspberry or the red fruits in this, and I don't know if the red fruits contains raspberry, that's why I'm not too sure. But, either one of those, or maybe both of them, are mad strong. You know that the wafer's in there because you're left with the aftertaste of the wafer in your mouth, but you don't really experience the flavor during the vape. I'm going to make some notes on it, but I am leaving it in a scrapped pile. But I need to make some notes on it so I know why I've done that. Yes, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Yo, what's going on? Using TFS caramel and caramel cream cake at the moment. Yo, TFS caramel's not bad. TFS caramel. Try Love Flavors salted caramel though, bro. Just try Love Flavors salted caramel, bro. Yeah. What's your favorite aroma flavor company? I don't really have a favorite flavor company. I mean, if I had to pick one myself as a flavor company, it would have to be Dripax. Personally, UK based sound guys. They, from what I know, are passionate about what they do and actually care and are concerned and for the right things and whatever. And you know, they're just around the corner from us. But that's more than just based on the quality of their products. The quality of their products is very, very high, but I like them for more reasons than that. If I had to pick one just for the flavors, I don't think I could. Like, I've tried one or two flavors in so many different brands that I think, oh, they're amazing, but the remainder of the brand I'm not too keen on. It'd be hard to say which one. I think that the flavor smiths is pretty consistent. The flavor smiths are pretty consistent, but again, that's Dripax, isn't it? So that's unfair. What's your favourite, bro? What's your favourite? While I make some notes on this. What's the date? It's the 14th of the 10th. 14th of the 10th, 2-4. Scrapped. Too much going on. Surprisingly fruity. Considering the recipe. Let's do this recipe. One of the fruit flavors is pretty good and strong. Investigate further. Bang. Right. Okay. So. Right. So now that's scrapped. Red wafer. You can go in my scrap tub. At some point or another, what I'm going to do for one lucky viewer, one lucky viewer can have, like, when I'm ready to do it, I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity to win all of my failed recipes. Since I've got back on my e-liquid flavor development hype, I've been coming up with loads of stuff, or trying to. Anything that I've just moved on from or just wasn't satisfied with, I've kept it. I've kept the recipes for them all, so you can win all of those, or maybe I'll split it into bags. And if anybody likes any of them, the recipe's there for you, innit? Right. Okay. So red wafer though was terrible, so that can definitely stay in the scrap folder. 100% can stay in the scrap folder. Way too much going on, way too muddled. Like, I could taste there was things in there, but it just was, like, during the vape, it was just a mess. Like, so, yeah. Apple was on the 27th of the 9th. So that's been 27th of the 9th? Are you sure, bro? Are you sure, bro? Did I already leave some notes on it then? Because it's saying Saturday. Right, on the 12th I tried it. Feels as if very slight cooling once you vape enough of it for it to build. Feels chesty, throaty, overflavoured. Apple may need to be calmed. May not need to use two different apples. Aim towards an apple and melon flavour. Right, okay. So what was this supposed to be anyway? Right, okay. So this recipe, total flavour percentage 20. I've got 2% apple, 2% lemon lime, 3% melon, 9% red apple, and 4% watermelon. So this was just another one that I just thought, yeah, let's have a go at that. But I do like the sound of an apple and melon. I do like the sound of an apple and melon flavour. So I think I will try this again now, and then do a. What did I get? No, it was mixed on the 27th of the 9th, which is that's plenty of time for it to steep enough anyway. It could always steep more, but you're looking at like over 3 weeks now. So yeah, cool. Flavors tend to be powerful. Let's have a quick look to see what we're saying. Yeah, everyone has good stuff. If I had to pick one, I was probably Capella and TFA. Like, we sell a lot of those concentrates. For modern commercial use, they're not that popular anymore. They're not that popular. All the commercial people that are brands, juice brands, are using double concentrated flavors and stuff, and it's going for that disposable, like punchy level of flavor that, say, 5 years ago we would say is way too much. But our palates have slowly, vapors, end user vapors, people that don't DIY, their palates have been sort of getting, the tolerance has been increasing over time now, hasn't it? So we seem to find that these Capella's, TFA's, Flavor Wests, even some Inaweras, just not cutting the mark anymore for commercial use. Flavor Art tend to be powerful. Yeah, Flavor Art are strong. We sell those as Flavor Max. Make it sound. You should mix, yeah, man. The thing is with mixing, right? If you're looking to get into it, a lot of people get into mixing for a reason. They want to save money. They want to make their own flavor. They just want to, I don't know, right? But it does require. I know how to mix. I know how to mix, right? But look, I've got some flavors that I've not mixed before, so I'm gonna have to learn like how to use them, what amounts of what flavors are best to meet my taste or the taste that I'm trying to meet. A lot of people come into the DIY thing thinking, oh right, it's just like, they think it's really, really complicated. Everybody that does it says it's really easy, so they give it a go, and then they realize it's not that easy. But everyone that's been mixing for ages thinks it is, because they know it like the back of their hand. It's not really many like DIYers recommend people start with bottle shot kits or even one shots. They go, oh, here's this recipe, let's copy this recipe. I'm like, mixing from a recipes can be overwhelming, and it's quite overwhelming. So whenever anybody's approached me to want to get into DIY, I've always just like, get a bottle shot kit, and if you've already done those before, then you pretty much know how to DIY. Because within a bottle shot kit, if you don't know, anybody that doesn't know, you get a big bottle with some flavouring in, and it's the right amount of flavouring that you need. And then you'll get little bottles of base mix, and then you'll get bottles of your shots. And then you just add your shots, and then fill the rest of the bottle up with your base mix, give it a shake, and then you leave it to steep if it needs to steep. A lot of people use that method, but then claim they don't know how to DIY. But the only thing separating DIY and the bottle shot kits is you would need to pour the right amount of flavouring in the bottle yourself. And that's a very simple maths equation to do. Like, if you're terrible at maths like I am, there are tools you can use online. You can just use a calculator to figure out how much flavouring to use. And once you're doing that, you then know how to use a one shot, because that's essentially what you're doing. Use a one shot, then you can just buy the one shot by itself, buy your own bottles and your own base mix in larger amounts, save yourself even more money by buying things in bigger bottles. And then once you know how to use a one shot, mixing a recipe is far less overwhelming, because, well, at that point you're like, oh, so it's just like I've got loads of different one shots in my recipe, but they're single flavors. But once you understand how one shots and the numbers all work and the ratios, once you understand that relationship, it's like riding a bike. It's like, oh my god, I can't do this, I can't do this. Oh, I'm doing it. This was really easy. Like, once the penny drops with how the PG-VG ratios work with the flavorings and stuff, that's one thing that people trip up. Like, I want a 50-50, so they get 50-50 base, 50-50 shots, and then add the concentrate to it. I'm like, well, that's not 50-50 anymore, because the concentrate's a PG base, so you've gone thinner than 50-50, and then they go like, I don't understand what you mean. But once you do understand, you're like, I can't believe I never sussed this before. So if you are thinking of getting into it, just get into it, but just be prepared for a learning curve. And it's not a steep learning curve, it's not hard, it's just like people wanted to get into it and just run with it straight away. But there is a slight learning curve, honestly. But it's always worth it, it's always worth it. When I get time, 56-hour working week, family farms, and your YouTube channel, forget time at that southern guy. Oh. You got your own, put a link to your channel in the chat, Vaping Bic, if you want. I mean, there's only like 5 people watching, but I mean, hey, put a link to your channel, bro. I didn't know that you did YouTube. I'm ignorant like that. Put a link in your, put a link to your channel in there. Pre-work coffee and 2 ZQ Typhon vanilla custard dot monarchy. Right, so if he's Josh, are you watching right now, or because I said right at the beginning, let me know what you're vaping on. No, that was at the previous video actually. So yeah, this must have been alright. Okay, so you are here. What's going on, Josh? You good, bro? You good? I thought he was just watching a replay or something. Watching it earlier in the video, but now he must be here. To only mods can post links. Ah, right, okay, sorry. Well, I will. Are you on? Do you use Facebook at all? Feel free to. I mean, I've got a bigger audience on Facebook. You can post a link to your channel in our Facebook group if you want. I say ours, but it's the e-cig shops. It's all of our group, isn't it? We all share the group. We all share the group. This is what I'm looking for. Right, so there's another wafer flavor. So it turns out I'm mixing a lot of wafers today. I'm just trying to correct this coil because there's a slight overlap and it's annoying me. There you go. I've got one more wafer to try. I'm sure there was another wafer thing. Just wafer, yeah, range wafer. This one seems a little bit more. Hi Josh, link to the group. Yeah, I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. I'm going to do it. See if it works. You have to request membership, and I won't be able to approve you membership wise until after I finish this stream, but I'll get on it as soon as possible, brother. Where's the group? There we go. Right, now I need to go back to here, and then I need to go here, and then I need to go there. Yo, if you guys aren't part of that group, get part of that group, man. e-cig shop, best vape group on the flipping planet, yo. It's the most active because I post to it every 45 seconds. But that, technically speaking, that does make us the most active, even if it is just me posting most of the time. Alright, so let's have a look at the recipe for this one. Why have I put apple? No, I don't want the apple. I didn't try the other wafer. That was it. I picked up the apple, but I wanted the wafer next. Right, so there we go. This one was mixed on the 30th of September according to this. I need to SFT, oh, Sigma flavor tested blueberries. What does SFT mean? That's what I'm doing. Need to SFT blueberries. Enjoyed wafer at 10% single, wanted to try higher. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, I can't actually remix the wafer because I've got no more left. Let me message my guy right now actually so I can get that started so I don't forget. One second. I need wafer right now, but will get through more soon. Right, okay, cool. So let's rewick the so they will do the wafer figure. You're already a member of that group. Oh my god, vaping big. Well, get posting up, man. Get posting up. That's where I live, the e-cig shop, bro. You just tuned in, Josh. Well, thank you for stopping by, Josh. How's your new mod? Are you enjoying it? You feeling all... I mean, why did you sell me the other one? Just to buy another one? Oh, did you flip it? Did you make some peas? Made some peas. Sold me a mod. What, like a couple years ago? And then today buys the same mod back from somewhere else. Don't know. Yeah, I'll approve it in a moment, mate. I'll approve it in a sec. It's that funk. I mean, a lot of people these days just judge a flavour by smelling it. Since lockdown, I've noticed the whole come in and try flavours things. We have tester stations out and people just don't use them. People just don't use them anymore. So people tend to crack a bottle, smell it, try a drop on their finger, and because it's got that creamy funk, I reckon it's going to put people off. Like yogurt flavours. Unless people knew they already liked yogurt flavours, if somebody smelt one or tasted one on their finger, a lot of the times they would be put off by it. Ugh. Right, cool. Fucking audio. Right. Still at 0.85 watts, which is good. 85 watts, 85 ohms, which is good. 18.1 watts this time. Hey. Yo, just them two blueberries at 3% a pop is good. Now, the wafer's lost though. I don't know what possessed me to try it with blueberry, but pairing those blueberries together works very well. So, blueberries. Give me an idea. Give me an idea for some blueberries. What should I do with some blueberries? Let me pull out all the concentrates. What should I do with blueberries? I need to get the blueberries out. I need to single flavour test them. Let's put them all in there for now. I need to find both of the blueberries, single flavour test those, and then I need to. Oh, what's this one? Cola at 15%. Okay, you can stay there because I might want to try that later on. And then I need to. What do I need to do? Mix them and come up with a flavour of a minute. So I'm looking for. That's what I need to do. That's what I'm here to do. So right, coconut biscuit is not the one. Wafer is not the one. Passion fruit. I don't think I'm gonna need that. Red fruits. I don't think I'm. I think the red fruits has got the ice in it. I'm pretty sure that's got ice in it. It's either got ice in it or it's just very chemically. I don't know. Blueberry muffin, blueberry lemon sorbet, blueberry jam, and peanut butter. Yeah, you see, these are all good things. That's my problem. Prior to mixing these, or this very show, to be honest with you, this stream, I was convinced I was going to do all of the flavors using only these. But after trying them, I decided not. So blueberry and melon. I like melon though, innit? So I'm going to put that in their consideration. I might just be biased to it. Black currant. But yeah, blueberry muffin would be cool. Blueberry lemon sorbet. Like, how do you make a sorbet, bro? That's just ice. It's just blueberry lemon ice in it. Jam. Peanut butter. Blueberry jam peanut butter. Who's got a peanut butter? I don't have a peanut butter. There's a cream soda. There's the Flavor Smith's cream soda. Strawberry. Boring. Ice cream. Ice cream? Yeah, ice cream can work. Dragon fruit. Dragon fruit tends to always they can work in a mix. Apple. Ice. I'm gonna try and avoid ice, to be honest with you. If people want ice, they can add it themselves. Raspberry. There's that raspberry. There's one of them anyway. There's a couple of raspberries. Cola. Peppermint. Blueberry peppermint. Yeah. I don't think I've got just like a straight cream in this range, you know. But the cream soda works well as that. Mango. Blueberry mango, no. Watermelon, no. Spearmint, no. There's one of the blueberries. Mint, menthol. Lemon. Lemon might help pop the blueberry, you get me? Red apple. Straw. There's the other blueberry. Hazelnut. Hazelnuts. Caramel. Strawberry watermelon. White grape. Pineapple. I'm alright. Lemon lime. That might be handy. Strawberry again. Another strawberry. Another strawberry watermelon. There's that caramel. Blackberry. Grapefruit. Yo, blackberry might do the thing, you know. Blackberry might be the one. Hardcore Europe off using blueberries instead of strawberries. I wouldn't even know what that is, mate. I'll be honest with you. Alright. Pretty fragrant, that. Pretty sort of floral, that blackberry. Let's just do blueberry heavy fruit mix. Problem with these, I'm gonna make a coffee, so it might get loud, but these flavors are not ones to try on your finger. Trust me. Trust me, daddy. I'm on the Kenko Rich, if it matters to anybody. My coffee of choice, because it was on offer. This is my coffee of choice because it was on offer. Is there UK juices? Yeah, man, all the best juices in the world I've made in the UK. Every single one of the juices that you've ever enjoyed was developed in the UK. No, I mean, we only deal in the UK, I'm afraid. We don't ship overseas currently. Apologies for the noise, but kettle and that, I'm in my kitchen. What are you going to do about it? There are a lot of UK brands. Dripax, as mentioned, are on Love Flavours, Exceptional Vapes do a whole bunch of ranges, and they do DIY-ish products as well. There's lots going off in the UK, for now at least anyway. We'll see what this tax does to people. So, I don't need this. I need my mixing hat on now, so you can go over there. You can go over there, over there. I fancy vaping some of this. I don't need, right, the range wafer. That one is a keeper. They're the single flavours for the wafer. You guys can go over there. I'm getting ready to do some mixing, people. Dan Brexit fault, don't go out of the island. First, so yeah. Where are you based, Vaping Beck? I used to get great UK juice. That was a gummy bear line called Gummy. Yo, you want gummy bear? Then there is only one option. No, two options. Two options. Tell a lie, there's two options. You got the number one option is Aramaxi gummy fruits. Available as a short fill, mixed salt, or long fill, and bottle shot. That is a sensational gummy flavour, like unreal good. And a very, very, very close second to it is Dripax Gummy Bear. The reason why it's a close second and not joint first is because it's notably colder, and I'm not too keen on the cold. But the flavour of it is just bellissimo. Right, coffee done. Let's get my digis out. Digis, bottles. I've got caps. I bought some caps with me. Gonna do a little 10 mil, I reckon. That's the little 10 mil, I reckon, ski. Netherlands. Ooh. Cheaper to France for yeah. The info is about the Castle Bravo box with super condensators. I have no idea about that at all. But it sounds quite high end. And I avoid high end these days because I'm trying to save for a car and for property. And spending hundreds of pounds on vape mods just can't run anymore. So I try to avoid anything that might take my fancy. Definitely. I'm just going to have a little toot of the old Zen. I'm actually using Zen to help me keep focus. I probably shouldn't have as much coffee, but I'm in my mixing role. So it's just coffee mix or whatnot. But yeah, to help with focus. I've got a Zen here, but I left my bottle. at the shop. So I've only got what's in this pod there, which is about half a pod. But I'll have a few toots on this, let it wash over me a bit, let me just hone in and get this mixed. Well, I say get this mixed, I need to get my ELR entries ready for it, innit? Bogan and Todd have reviews on the Castle Bravo. Not to buy, just interest. I've not come across it, to be fair, yet. To be fair, I've been very much in my DIY zone, in my e-liquid zone, more so than hardware recently. But I mean, yeah, to be fair, since getting on the billet and the stubby, I've lost interest in hardware. I feel like this is all I need. And then I've got my slims, obviously. I've got a pocket load of slims, and then between this and the Minikin V2 with the Fatality M25 that stays at the shop, I don't really, like, nothing comes out. It's like, oh, I want to try it. I'm satisfied, very, very satisfied with what I've got. So I don't really, so yeah. But I'll fall off of DIY mixing and e-liquid and then get more interested in hardware. Sooner or later, my interests go all over. The only thing I haven't really gone into yet is making my own mods, which I do want to get into. But I just want to make sure I've got time and space, more importantly, because it's all components and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a future sort of hyper focus for me. Right, let's have a look at let's single flavor do blueberries. There's one blueberry and there's two blueberry. Right, okay, and they've got different product codes. So blueberry. And then the first one we'll do is this guy, number 2. Doing a 10 mil. Do you know what? I'm doing them all 50-50 now as well. That's what the target ratio. Forget all this 60-40 stuff. 50-50. Oh, do I do them 60-40? Because if I do them in short fill, I'm going to do them at 60-40, and that way people can add the relevant PG shots to make it where, like, add PG shots is a 50-50, add VG shots, and then be close to a 70-30. So yeah, I'm gonna do it 60-40. I'm gonna do it 60-40. Screw it. Do it 60-40. So yeah, blueberry. This one. And it says 5 to 10 again. I'm just gonna go with 10. I know, but they were strong, weren't they? So yeah, let me do one at 5. I'm just gonna do this one at 5. And then I'll do another one at... Yeah, you know what I'll do actually? I'll do it 4 and 8. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 4 and 8. One at 4%, one at 8%, 10 mil of each. 0 milli. Let's go. Because one of these, or when they're blended together, quite potent. Doesn't smell like authentic blueberry at all. It smells like a very candied, a very sweety like blueberry. Where's the other blueberry gone? Where are you, bro? There you are. In the stubby at the moment, I've got my T to X RBA. I'm trying my hardest to get my hands on a T to X2 RBA because I love the T to X. I've got the Crypt 1. I've got the original Crypt tank. Oh, it's a bit messy actually. I need to clean that out. I've got the Crypt tank and the Tita in there at the moment. The Crypt tank mostly just because it's green and I like green things, and it's leaking a bit actually. That's kind of annoying. I should probably check that out, but it can wait. Right, so this one tastes, or smells at least anyway, far more authentic. Not entirely authentic, but far more authentic. This one smells like what they flavour flipping blueberry bonbons with or something. Like, this one just is intense. Right, 0.4. I hate it when it does this. There we go, 0.39, close enough. 0.3, oh, it's tickling between 0.38 and 0.39, right? But if I put one more drop in, I put money on it, it's gonna go over. Oh no, it's fixed on 0.39, that's cool. PG, where's I put the base mixes? Oh, there we are, I got them here. Right, cool. With that, 5.81 grams. Oops. Went for 6 there, but never mind. It's just to get a feel for it. And then 5 of the VG. That's way too much as well. And I did it the wrong way round, didn't I? I did it the wrong bloody way round. What a donut. What a donut. I did like a plum 60 PG, 40 VG. And I wanted it the other way around. I was like, this doesn't seem right. Why am I putting in 5.8 of the PG and it's heavy, it's light? Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll make a note that I've done that by mistake and keep that into consideration when I try it. But oops. Right, what I will do now is actually make a note of that, because that was a boo-boo. Where's that pen gone? I had a pen somewhere. I had a pen earlier. Where's my pen? I put 4%-ish because I did go over in a couple of things, and I'm going to put here that it's 40 VG because that's a stupid thing to do, and it's the 14th of the 10th to 4. Can you please open? Can you please open? There we go. Mix it. Right, let's sip some of this coffee. Let's get another bowl. And let's do the same, but at, what did I say, 7%? Do you mix 50-50? No, I do not mix 50-50 for sub-ohm vaping. It depends what you mean by sub-ohm vaping. Because typically, like, sub-ohm vaping is under 1 ohm. And you can get, like, nowadays, 0.8, 0.6 coils that are suitable for 50-50 liquid. So, if you just mean below 1 ohm, then it depends. Because some GTX coils and PMP coils, some pods nowadays, you know what I mean? They can take 50-50 or anything up to 70-30. So when I'm mixing, yeah, for direct long, nah, I don't try not to. I try not to. Sometimes I make mistakes, like, you know, but I try not to, at least anyway. Yeah. So I want, what did I say? 7%. Yeah, let's go 7%. You should send me money so I can buy a overhead camera to use. Right, I need to figure out the rest of the maths on this actually, because it's weight, and I'm not too up with the weights of PG and VG. I'll be honest with you, it's something I don't know off the top of my head, and I'm counting everything else at a gram per mil. So we're 3.42 of the PG. Ooh, I see if I can get it bang on. Oh, you have to go over. 3.49. I wanted 4.2. That extra little drop. Oh, my life. Right, anyway. And then 7.5. Yeah, of course, it's 7.5 for VG. Oof. Way over. Way over. Way over. What I am going to do is, because I've gone like an extra 2 grams over, I'm not going to lie. Just a little bit extra of that, just to ensure that I'm getting it. But this was the 7%, weren't it? Same one at 7%. So get another label at. So Bic, if you're still watching, mate, the opponent will give you great flavour and yeah, if you're still watching, like, DIY doesn't have to be like this. If if you're looking to get into it, to make your own e-liquid just to enjoy yourself, it's not like this at all. The products you'll be using are tried and tested, have recommended amounts to use that you can use as a guide and use more or less depending on your specific tastes. What I'm trying to do is just come up with brand new flavors that then can be made into flavors for you to buy that you can use easily, rather than have to go through all of this mess every time you want to vape that flavor. Blueberry Pure, there's that one. It's the 14th of the 10th. Plus, I can teach you how to get into to make your own e-liquid. I can teach you all of that. 60 VG this time. Let me just make sure it was. Yeah, it was. But I'm not a very good example of, like, you shouldn't look at me and be like, okay, there's an example of somebody that makes their own e-liquid for me to look at and judge whether or not I want to get into it. I am not that person, bro. I am making it seem far more chaotic than it really needs to be. Let me just keep shaking these both up a bit. There we go. Right, let me give him a little sniff test. I didn't put the percentage on it. That was 7-ish%, wasn't it? Yeah. 7%-ish. I've put on that one as well. Right, okay, so let's give him a sniffity sniff. It's pungent, you know. It's pungent, you know. It's quite interesting, that. That's interesting. The 4% smells more appealing than the 7. The 7 might be way too much, even on a knuckle test. I'm pretty certain. We'll see how it steeps out. We'll see how it steeps out anyway, but I'm pretty certain 7 is too much. 4 might be a sweet spot, to be honest with you. And then what I'm gonna do. Alright, so that's that bit. We'll find out if I need some more of that. So then 2 more bottles, because I need to single flavour test. Love the chaos. Good, glad. 2 more. Should I do 4 and 7 again? Other subject. Your dreads made with a crochet. Yes. Yes, well no, they were made. I back brushed, and then back brushed beeswax, tie them, and then go through the whole process of gentle washing and blah 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 blah. But early days I used to crochet quite a lot, to the point where my dreads started getting stiff in places, like they looked rigid. My dreads were down to my arse. This time last year, my dreads were like below my butt cheeks. But that's just too, they were just like falling into the toilet when I sat on the toilet and stuff, so I had to cut them off. I wasn't having that. So I cut them down to shoulder length. I don't crochet half as much as I used to, because I didn't like how stiff they felt when I crocheted a lot. They looked very neat, and people would always compliment me on how neat my dreads are, which is good, but they just didn't feel good to me. Horatio, if you're still about, do you sub-ohm direct long 50-50 then? Because there are some customers at the shop that do that. I do have some customers that do that. I think they're insane, but they do that. Right, okay, so let me do another entry because it's going to be for a different blueberry. So if I save that, so that can be, what was it, mixed on the 14th. Mixed 14th of the 10th to 4 at 4% and 7%. Right, save that, and then it's the other one, the other blueberry. Create a recipe. What's the product code? 39. 10 mil again, 0 milligrams, 40 pg. Side strength is going to be 0. Voila. And then we're doing this one. Might as well put the full flavour in there as well. Just so it helps with my knees. I'm gonna go 5 and 8 with this one just to see. I'm gonna go 5 and 8% with this one just to see, because I did 4 and 7 on the last one. So yeah, why not? So I'm looking for 0.5 grams. Am I? Yeah. Yeah, and if you want to know, I'm not the best at maths and converting and this, that, and the other, and blah 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 blah. I use a tool called e-liquid recipes. I mean, I'm sure lots of you already know about it, but if you want to get into DIY, e-liquid recipes or all the flavors are awesome resources just to get used to. Register an account, and just navigate your way around the site. Get used to it. You'll be using it a lot if you get into DIY. If you get into true DIY, where it's like mixing from recipes and stuff, a lot of people get into DIY and just stay with one shots, which is fine. But if you want to like get into recipes and get to the nitty gritty of DIY, then is it 3.63? Then yeah, man, create an account on all the flavors and ELR. .63 in it. Let's see. Oh, he's done it. He's bang on. 0.63. 3.63. He's done it. This is going to be a perfect 50-50. Right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hold on. 7.57. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, 8.13. 8.13. It's not that much of a difference, but yeah. Well, there's always next time. Cap. So this is a different blueberry. Let's get another label. Let's get a bunch of labels out and leave them out. Right. There we go. Let's start wiping up after myself. There's droplets of VG and stuff everywhere. Thank you for the answer. I also wear since 10 years, yo, with crochet, did by myself. Yeah, man. Blah 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 blah. It's French. Yeah, I locked him in myself. I genuinely just one day I had big long bushy afro in it, like, so I was like fed up with this. Watched one tutorial on YouTube and just followed along with it and just back brushed my hair. Yeah, it hurt my shoulders. If you crochet your hair, you must have some jacked front delts. Like your shoulder muscles on the front here must be solid, because all of this hurts your shoulders, don't it? And that whatever that muscle there is underneath your thumb, you get cramp in that. Oh. Where is my crochet hook? I've probably got a crochet hook knocking about here. I typically, see, if you follow me on Facebook, I do these fortnightly podcast video streams with Jake Vapes. And quite often I just sit there and just crocheting my hair in the video, like just something to do. Because Jake is not entertaining enough, right? Seen the tool. But yeah, big up all the dreadheads, man. Big up all the dreadheads. How many times do people ask you if you wash your hair? I get that a lot and it annoys me. More times than not, the people that ask me that question, I wash my hair better than they wash theirs. Right, 14th. And it's 60 VG. Okay. That's the other blueberry, yeah? Let's see what it's smelling like at 5%. That's more than just a blueberry, man. There's more going off with that. That is a, I mean, okay, this, I'm not very good at using words to describe flavor, all right? But I'm gonna have a go here. The second blueberry I just mixed tastes more fruity. I know that they both taste like blueberry, which is just a fruit or a berry. So I don't understand how, but the second blueberry just tastes more generically fruity than the first one, but they both taste like blueberries. Figure that one out. That's what I'm experiencing in my mouth, but figure that one out in your head, because I can't. Yeah, I like going into rants and like, I make my own shampoos, bro. I soak them in bicarb and apple cider vinegar. What do? Just push some chemical garbage around on your scalp and then rinse it off? Nah, bro. I'm using all natural ingredients and deep cleaning these things. But let's you know what I mean. We'll keep all the secrets for the dreadheads in it. Let all them dirty-headed non-dreadheads keep their dirty heads. Right. Okay. So next one I need to do is what was I gonna do? 8%. Second blueberry at 8%. Let's do this. So it's 0.8 grams I need because I'm doing 10 mils. Oof. 0.8. I'm bang on 0.8. Right, come on. Oh no, I didn't get it bang on with the VG last time, innit? I was like, I might have another perfect. This is gonna be the perfect mix. Perfect 50-50. 3.36 again. Right, let's do this. No, it's not. It's less. What am I doing? Because I'm putting in more flavour in now, you douchebag. This is 8%, wasn't it? That was 8%, so it's 3.32. That was close. 3.32. Ooh, right, one more, go on. 3.33. 3.33. So even if you're not into mixing, this could be like a game of skill. You know, if you like tests of skill games, this is a great one of those. 7.57. And you don't need another player, you can just play against yourself. Oh, that's way too much again, Ryan, for God's sake. Where is he? Where's he gone? There he is. 9.87. I wanted 7.5 something. It's getting lively. It's getting lively, ladies and gentlemen. Are we into? Who's into baseline? Just random noises. Right, so this is the 3.9 blueberry. 8%. Let's give it the old sniffski. Right, everything's there, yeah. The question is, alright, talking about the dreads, that's cool. Ooh, no, that tastes like too much. Yeah. Same as the other one then. So 4-5% might be the sweet spot for these, but yeah, that tastes. Do you know, has anybody ever gotten like cream or lotion on their tongue? And then even after you wipe it off, when you take a breath in, you can almost feel like the layer of film or cream or lotion is still there. That finger test at 8% did that to me then. It feels like it's just still there on my tongue. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that on 8%. What number was it? 3.9. 8%, 60 VG. 14th, 10th to 4. Voila. So, right, now we're gonna pair them together. Now we're gonna pair them together with something. This is where I need you guys help. Help me out here, guys. Come on. Last mission for today. Help me figure out what I'm gonna do with these blueberries with the flavorings that I've got. Oh, actually, I've got more flavorings, haven't I? I've got lots more. I've got a whole bunch of the flavor smiths as well. So fire some blueberry inspired recipes, blueberry mained recipes at me, please. Whilst you're doing that, I am going to save these and make some notes and save them in it. So it's the 14th of the 10th, it's 2-4, mixed at 5% and 8%, S and V finger test, 8% too much. Alright, okay. So that's now saved as well. Cream candy, blueberry bubblegum. Alright. It's a bit normal, but yeah. We do have a good bubblegum. We've got Flavor Smith's bubblegum here. And I've got both of these blueberries there. Just straight blueberry bubblegum, yeah? So, blueberry bubblegum, what do we need as an accent then? We've got blueberry, we've got bubblegum. What do we need? I know. Where is it? Where's my favorite concentrate at the moment? So if you ask me like what's my favorite concentrate at the moment, if I had to just pick one, vanilla cream extra from the Flavor Smiths. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Prior to that, it probably would have been blackcurrant ribes by the Flavor Smiths as well, because that's a banger, I'll be honest with you. Blueberry boba is very common though, isn't it? I'd like to be fair, I've done, let me have a quick look through my Flavor Smiths recipes, because there's a bubblegum in there and that can help me with the amount of bubblegum to use perhaps. Right, we're going with a blueberry bubblegum then, yeah? How about you guys tell me, do I want the bubblegum to be the leading flavour or the blueberry to be the leading flavour? We'll do it this way. I know I've got a bubblegum flavour somewhere. Ah, there it is. Strawberry melon. 6.5% is what I've done that one at. Okay. We're going to do a 15 ml. We're going to do it at 0 milligram. We're going to do it at 40 pg, 60 vg. We're going in TFS bubblegum. Average amount of users. Yeah, we'll go 6. Lead with the blueberry, yeah? Okay, cool. Then we're gonna go 5.5 on the Flavor Smiths bubblegum. And then we're gonna use okay. If we're going to lead with the blueberry, then if I'm going to try to enhance anything, it needs to be the blueberry, right? Because I want that to stand out more. But the problem that I find with bubblegum, now that I've tried it in various mixes, you mix a little bit of a vanilla cream with bubblegum, anything gummy, anything chewy, it helps it massively. So I know how to enhance the bubblegum, or I think I know how to enhance the bubblegum at least anyway. Other than maybe a little bit of lemon, I don't know how to enhance the blueberry. So I'm gonna put the vanilla cream back because I'm gonna put that out of my mind. I'm gonna get a sweetener. I need a bit of sweetener. So I don't know what I should do, because I could lead something that's going to complement it, but I like to do I tend to like to mix in a way that I use something to contrast it. You get what I'm saying? Is it stupid to put just a touch of blackcurrant in there with it? Do you reckon? Just a touch. Yeah, I don't know. Strawberry, raspberry tend to be a little bit too bright. What about melon? Do you reckon just a little bit of a melon in there, or am I just being too silly with it? Nah, let's not get silly with it. Another berry. Okay, berries. What other berries have I got in here? I know I've got strawberries and raspberries. I've got blackberry. I don't know if I've got blackcurrant. And that's in the range of exclusive flavours. But in the TFS stuff, I've got a couple different blackcurrants. I think there's even brambleberry up here. I've got strawberry. I've got multiple strawberry, multiple raspberries. There's a blackberry there. I think there's a boysenberry. I think there's even a grape. Now that is a good idea. Grape and blueberry, or grape and blackberry, I reckon I'll do better. Not gonna lie, I reckon, blueberry and blackberry, I reckon I'll do better. So that, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna do that. And I'm pretty sure there is a blackberry in here. Pretty sure there's a blackberry. Stop saying blackcurrant, it's a blackberry. There it is, blackberry. Cool. Right, so 4 flavors and a sweetener. Fuck the blue raz. Fuck the blue raz. Blue raz flavorings are the bane of my existence. If you don't know about me, Horatio, then you don't know about my hate for blue raz flavorings over the last 2, maybe 3 years. They have whatever is in that Chinese produced disposable style blue raspberry flavoring. It's got an addictive nature to it. I'm not saying that they're putting stuff in it, but there's something in that is making people genuinely believe they can't vape anything else after they've gotten it. Like blue raz, sour blue raspberry, blue raz lemonade, Mr. Blue, any of that. The blue Chinese flavoring is causing issues to vapors, and I am adamant of it. I've seen people's behavior change. If you've been following me for a while, you've heard me rant about this for a good old long while. And hopefully soon somebody that has the ability to check this stuff and test stuff is going to do it and confirm me right. I'm confident of that. But I'm not going to get into that rant now. So the bubblegum's going in at 5.5% because the blueberry's going to lead. Might even go to 5. We'll try 5.5 and see how that goes. The blackberry. Alright, so the blackberry. Let's do both of the blueberries actually. Put the blueberries in because I'm going to put both of them. Uh, 3.9. This guy. The 3.9 is the one that I preferred actually. So I'm going to put that one in at 5. And then the other one is going to go in at 3. Because it worked well at 3 before, why wouldn't it work well this time? And then it's just the blackberry. Yep, I've already used it somewhere, so. Wow, okay. Let me have a quick look. I'll just wait. Something's just occurred to me. One second. Got ya. Nice. Okay, cool. Why do disposables taste so different than other juices? Much stronger. So yeah, the concentration of the flavouring is higher, which wasn't as noticeable when used in a disposable device, because disposable devices have a really high resistance, really low output of vapor. So you needed to put lots more flavour on that small amount of vapor for the flavour to be satisfying. There's enhancers as well. Neotame is the key one, which is now becoming more and more available. But there's different sweeteners. Neotame, there's another sweetener. I think it begins with F. I can't remember what it was called. But there's a bunch of sweeteners that they use that weren't traditionally used in e-liquids. We used to use sucralose, ethyl maltol, erythritol to sweeten e-liquids, and then now they're using neotame and these other ones that are really long words that I can't remember, which are intensely sweet. So when people say I really like this flavor, what they're saying is they like, it's the same as like if I had two coffees and I had one with no sugar in and one with 12 sugars in and give them both to somebody, which one are they going to find more pleasant? Most people are going to find the 12 sugared one more pleasant because it's sweeter. Because our brains, right, let's get into a little bit of a science lesson now. Our brains are hardwired to seek out anything that tastes sweet, because nature and evolution has taught us when we taste something sweet, we're consuming something that has a lot of sugar in it, and our body converts sugar into carbohydrates and uses it for energy. And not too long ago, well, in the grand scheme of things, not too long ago, food was kind of scarce, so we never got to eat all the time. So every time our body got to taste, our brain realized, oh, you're tasting something sweet, there's energy, get more of it, because that will give us energy to keep on going. And we haven't evolved enough past that stage of our evolution for our brains to let go of that desire for sweet tasting things. That's why we have issues with people like eating too many sweets and stuff, because our brain's like, get more. The issue with vaping is your brain's getting that, ooh, sweet, something sweet, yeah, but then it's not getting any energy at all. If you eat loads of sweets, at least you get the sugar, then you get energy from that. But when you vape, you don't get anything. You don't consume anything. You get no nutritional benefit at all. So I believe, there's no science in this, but this is what I've observed and I've come to believe, that when you vape really sweet flavors, your brain's constantly telling you to go back and get more of it, because it hasn't had any nourishment at all. So that also adds to the addictive nature of these disposable flavors, because the sweeteners they use, like neotame, is up to 13,000 times sweeter than sucralose. Imagine that. You know how sweet like Capella Super Sweet is and sucralose is? It's just liquid sugar. These can be up to 13,000 times sweeter. And it's safer to use on coils. It doesn't burn coils as quick as sucralose. So juice manufacturers can pump loads of it into their e-liquids and it not wreck people's pods or coils. Back in the day, if people that were using sucralose to sweeten their e-liquids could use it in high amounts to make it taste sweeter, because people generally like sweet flavors, then they would have. But the pushback they were getting from the customers is, your liquid burns my coil out too quick. So they started using reasonable amounts of sweetening. But because neotame and other sweeteners are now widely available, or more widely available, you can have really sweet flavors without it wrecking your coil. And of course customers are going to prefer that. Of course vapors are going to prefer that. Most of them are going to prefer that because it tastes sweet, and we're hardwired to enjoy sweet flavored things. And because it's been able to get sweeter and sweeter and sweeter, now if you release a flavor that has the same level of flavor as, say, 5 years ago, people aren't going to be able to taste anything, because they've been drinking coffee with 12 sugars in for so long now that if you give them a coffee without any sugar in, they're going to be like, this tastes like arse. Because their palate's used to that level of sweetness. That's what I reckon is happening. To the bigger monologue over, but that's my observations on why these disposables and stuff are so popular. Do you trust Chinese juices? No, I don't. Controversial, but I genuinely think this stuff going into, I'm not saying this is all of them, but based on my observations of people that use them, I reckon there's something else in Chinese juices. This is all speculation, but I reckon there's something in there other than the ingredients needed to make the liquid that is addictive. I reckon they're putting tiny amounts of addictive agents in the liquid under the threshold that needs to be declared, to make people keep coming back to it. Because I have never known, like I've worked in a vape shop for like 8 years now, and I've seen trends come and go. I've seen the behavior of the customers. I've seen like what different kind of customers are like, and some are really stubborn and won't move from what they like, and others just want something different every single time. You know what I mean? Everyone's kind of different. But since this disposable style, this Chinese produced blue raspberry flavoring, sour blue raspberry lemonade, all the flavors I mentioned earlier have been around. Once people get on them and give them a try, they refuse to try anything else. This is people that I've been serving e-liquid to for 5+ years. And if the flavor they wanted initially wasn't available, they would happily go on to something else. But now they're like, no, when is it back in stock? What do you mean sour blue raspberry chubby juice is out of stock? When is it back in stock? It's not that particular brand, but that was just an example. When is that brand of e-liquid back in? If it's not in, I can't vape anything else. I can't vape anything else. I'm like, well, you can, because I've been selling you anything else for 5 years now. All of a sudden, you've got on this flavor and you can't have anything else. They would much rather go without than spend their money on something else, which is a little bit like the behavior of an addict. But what's scary is they don't realize that the behavior has changed because of a flavor of e-liquid. You know what I mean? We all have our preferences. I'm not saying like, okay, you can't love something a lot, but with my experience of serving customers for so long, like this sour blue raspberry stuff is just, there's something that's changing the behavior of the vapor and how willing they are to try other things. They won't even try a sour blue raspberry from another brand. I'm like, oh, you got the crystal clear one? No, we're out of stock of that, but we've got this one or this one or this one. Like, no, it has to be a crystal clear. It has to be that one. None of the rest are the same. I'm like, no, I think you find they are. Most of them are made in the same factory. It's the same stuff, just bottled up with a different label on. That's how it works, right? But they're adamant. It needs to be the Elux Legend one because it's different to all the rest. No. All the Chinese sour blue raspberries are probably made in 1 or 2 factories, and that is it. And they're all just different label on. I'm adamant on that. Come on now. But yeah, so that's my view on Chinese liquids. Messing up the economy here in the UK for e-liquid producers as well, and that's never a good thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, like China, when it comes to manufacturing of anything, China can just destroy any country on the planet. It's competition. They could just be like, yo, we can outproduce anybody at anything we're set up for. So as soon as they saw there was money in this e-liquid stuff, they turned their factories to e-liquid factories, and there's anywhere else on the planet that can compete with what China can output. So they flooded the market with the hyper sweet stuff that's getting people hooked, and they're turning their nose up at the stuff that they've been vaping for years, all of a sudden thinking that they can't vape it anymore because it doesn't taste the same. But no, your palate's changed. That's that. But yeah, there you go. Sorry, it's something that I rant about quite a lot, and you'll get to if you follow me and watch my content, you'll hear me rant about it over and over again. That and people not using the right chargers to charge their vape kits, wrecking the batteries. That you'll hear me rant about a lot as well. But let's get on with this final mix. For today. And so this is going to be the first time I've used any of these flavors that I have exclusive access to with another brand of concentrates. So, I need to put some sweetener in there as well, don't I? Need to put some sweetener in there. And I use TFS Mega Sweet so far anyway. It's the best one that I found today. I have no doubt that it has neotame in it. I have no doubt that TFS Mega Sweet has neotame in it, but I'm pretty sure it's got ethyl maltol in it as well. It tastes like it's got ethyl maltol in it as well, so I think they've done a blend of different sweeteners to create Mega Sweet, and it's really sweet, really good on the coils, but it's not that coat your mouth. It doesn't leave a layer. That's the problem with neotame. It sort of leaves a layer of like a coating on your mouth after you vape something with lots of it in. So yeah, it might be sweet. It might not burn your coils, but it leaves a layer which gets stale over time. The longer that layer stays in your mouth, the more stale it tastes. That's my problem with neotame. Plus, it's related to aspartame. So, yeah. All disposables are made in the same factory. Almost all of these. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's all made by Hang Seng, probably. Got a great charger. X-Star Dragon. Mooch recommended it. What's the Dragon? Is that the 8-bay one? No. I had a Grey Falcon. And then I sold it when I was getting rid of all of my gear. This time last year, I was looking to move to Australia. So I started selling all my vape gear because it's banned over there. And then I decided just to go there on holiday instead. Spend a month over there. Good times, good times. So I sold a lot of very nice gear for very low prices. And I'm not bitter about that, I tell you that. Right, TFS Bubblegum, making 15 mil. So it's 5.5%, 0.83 grams. .82. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it at 0.82 because if I put another drop on, it's going to go over. I mean, for me personally, when it comes to battery chargers, when I say appropriate chargers, I mean like pod kits that don't have removable batteries. A lot of people do what you saw me do earlier on, and that says don't judge me. Use the phone charger, but the output of the phone charger is too high for the device. So they'll buy a pod kit like a Cross or a Slim, and then wonder why 2 months down the road it's not working anymore. It's because you stress that battery out too much. The cheap batteries, they can't take that beating. But yeah, Battery Mooch is the guy. Anything charges, batteries, Battery Mooch is the guy that I go to every single time. Right, so which one is it? 3.9 blueberries. This one. This one. There we go. Right, so it's the first blueberry of the 2 that I'm using. It's going in at 5%, so that's 0.75 grams. It's 0.73. Oh, no. Oh, it jumped to 0.76, and I think I put another drop in there afterwards, but it's at 0.76 now, so it's a little bit over, but not too bad. Is it the other blueberry now? Yeah. So then it's the second blueberry. That one's going in at 3%, so it's 0.45. .43, one more, 0.42 in fact, one more drop, that should be it. 0.45, spot on. We like being spot on, don't we? Charging pods, I always use power bank, never charge from a wall socket. It's, yeah, you just got to know the output, because even some power banks now charge it like 5 amps and some mad things. And pretty much there's no pod kit that can, other than the Aspire Flexus, I believe every other pod kit out there has a maximum of 2 amps, and most, to be honest with you, are 1 amp still. It's only more recently, in the past year at the most, I'd say, that everything's been coming out with 2 amp charge. And people come in like, it gets really hot when it's charging. I'm like, well, do you unplug it? No. Right, well, if an electric item gets really hot while it's charging, doesn't common sense say just unplug it? But people just don't with their vapes, because they're addicted to it, innit? I thought they only draw the power they need. I use a tablet charger on the caliber, and it's lasted ages. Yeah, no, you'll be lucky. You'll be lucky to. They do have regulators in them, but like, let's be honest, these are essentially, a lot of these pod kits, like the Slims and the Crosses and the Flexes, are just cheap Chinese things, and regulators stuff will fail. I mean, if they had regulators, why would they get so hot and why would they fail so early? I mean, you might be lucky, but no matter how long you get out of a device, say if you get 10 months out of it and you're happy with that, if you used an appropriate charger, you would have got longer out of it. Either way. But it's very hard to come across like 1 amp, 2 amp plug adapters now, because people just use whatever comes with their electric devices that they buy. And most of those now have got fast charge, ultra charge, quick charge or whatever, and vape devices don't have that. Most of them anyway, don't have that. But it's not really explained enough to people. Blackberry is going in at 7%. No, it's not. No, it's not. Why is the Blackberry going in at 7%? Are you mad? It's going at 2%. 7%, yo. Who said that? Who's trying to 2% me up? Right, okay, cool. So that's 0.3. There we go, 0.3 grams, and then I need 0.3 grams because we're using 2% of Mega Sweet. You might think 2% is a lot of sweetener to use, but try Mega Sweet, use it, and then tell me how much is an appropriate amount to use, because Mega Sweet, it can be used at higher amounts without it getting coil destroy-ish. Right, okay, so PG. Yeah, cool. PG we got 40, so where are you? 3.51. Let's see if I can get this right. $3.57. All right, and then I have 7.5 in it. Also, no, 11 point because I'm making more. 11.35 of the VG. One more drop. And then we'll be good. That's 11.28. I'll take that. I will take that. And then I need to come up with a name for this one. It's always better to have multiple vape devices ready so you're never in a rush. Yeah, I mean, I've got vape devices everywhere. Like I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 in front of me. I've got even more at the shop. There's about 7 on my desk in my bedroom. So yeah, I'm all right, mate. Don't worry, I've got plenty. But thank you for being concerned. Right, so we're gonna call this Blueberry Bubble, yeah? Blueberry Bubble Gum. I can come up with a more clever name for it at a later date, but for now it's Blueberry Bubble Gum. Shake thoroughly. And I think next time I am live, I'll be working on the Flavoursmiths range of flavours. Because I am making good headway. I'm really honing in on a couple of completed flavours in that range, to be fair. I'll be honest with you, after testing more of them recently, I'm fairly certain more than a few of them were good enough anyway. But my problem is I have impossible to meet standards for myself. So unless it's like earth-shatteringly game-changing, it doesn't matter if lots of people would enjoy vaping it and be happy to pay for it. No, it needs to be that good that it causes a vape revolution. Like that's my like no, like, yo, this would make money. Lots of people would buy this. Yeah, no, not good enough. It needs to change the game. Just chill out, Ryan. Chill out. It doesn't need to do that. Yeah. Always rank 5. Go. Chew till you're black and blue. That's way too long of a name. And it's got to be something boring. In the UK, new regulations are due. And I reckon those regulations are going to require e-liquid to be marketed much the same as traditional tobacco products, in that you can't really market them. And the packaging has to be boring. And the names have to just be descriptive of what they are. None of this juicy, blast, whatever. No more. Yeah, you gotta just make it boring as hell. That's what I reckon is gonna happen here. That's alright. The bubblegum, so the things with Flavoursmiths concentrates, they are fantastic. In terms of the flavour that you can get out of them, some of the best you're going to get out there. Potentially the best in the UK, easily. Potentially. The only drawback, like that's the flavour. But you do need to leave them to steep. They force you to respect the steep because they're just not ready until they are. There's no, it's gradually getting there. It's like, it's not quite right. It's not quite right. It's not quite right. It's brilliant. Like out of nowhere. Like almost once it hits that 3rd week, like even just simple fruit flavors, you need to leave for at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Some of them even 6. and you're like, that's way too much for a fruit. But then you do leave it for that long, and it's exactly what it's supposed to be. What am I going to call this then? Range. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't really learned blueberry bubblegum. I haven't really learned what the general vibe is with steeping on this exclusive range of flavors. I've learned that with the TFS range when working for a mouth to lung setup or a pod setup. 24 to 27% total flavoring seems to work more or less than that range in a pod setup. Sub-ohm might be less. What's the date today? And I've also learned that, like, give them, before you make a final judgment on them, give them at least 4 weeks. Test them before 4 weeks, and you might like it, you might not like it, but don't make a final decision on anything that contains the flavor smiths, as a lead note at least anyway, or as with a higher amount in the mix. Always leave it at least a month before you make a final decision. Trust me, no matter how simple and no matter how, it might just be strawberry. Just leave it, it's 4 weeks before you make a judgment on it. 60 VG. There we go. I'll put the date on there. There we go, that's that one. Yeah, the bubblegum at the minute is tasting a little bit green, if that makes sense. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you don't. But it tastes a little bit green. I don't know if a little bit of like a mint will go well in there. Just like a little bit of a spearmint. Just a little hint of a spearmint in there. Just to help with that bubblegum. But we don't want the bubblegum to be the lead note. So I should stop concentrating on the bubblegum. I know how to make a really good bubblegum. And I just want to do that. But that's not the point here. So I need to stop doing that. Triple B gum. Yeah, so that's it, ladies and gents. That is it. What have we done today? Let's go back and see what we've done today. So we've tested the wafers. I've made a note that I need more of the wafer concentrate. I'm ready to mix up a wafer recipe. Let's do that. No. So if you're going to join me next time, this is your homework, guys. If you're going to join me next time I do one of these streams, I want you to come back with ideas of things I could do with a wafer flavoring that has a slight density, a slightly creamy density to it. So it's not crisp wafer, it's soft wafer, right? But not soft as in it's been left out and gone stale. Soft as in a slight density, dense creaminess to it. Give me ideas. And if you've watched this later on, pop a comment and I'll maybe review those for ideas and stuff like that. But you've sort of heard what flavors I've got access to. I have access to all the flavors at the e-cig shop as well. So www.theecigshop.uk. That's where I get my vape stuff from. That's where I work. So I'll be able to get concentrates from there as well. So yeah, ideas would be absolutely great. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. It's been fun, but I am kind of hungry now. So I'm gonna go away and eat, and I'll see you next time. Peace.